Ori en shakai, Ori en shakai.
You've seen the coconut, you've seen the white cloth, you've seen the candle burning through the night. But what if I told you none of it is random? What if feeding the head isn't just a ritual you do, but a spiritual code, a language that speaks to your destiny, ingredient by ingredient? Today I'm going to decode the formula element by element, so you understand why we cool the crown, why we mark with a fun, why we seal with butter, and why the candle stands guard overnight. By the end, you won't just know a ceremony, you'll finally understand the hidden language behind it. Like the sacred Odu Obara says, he who knows does not die like he who does not know. After this episode, you'll be able to recognize when your Ori is clear, when it's overheated, and how to restore your spiritual alignment with intention and ashay. Many people think feeding the head is only a ritual, a tradition, a beautiful moment with white cloth and cool sweetness. But the elders know a deeper truth. Praising Ori is a language, and every element is a word. Every substance is a symbol. Every touch on the crown is a message your destiny understands. Because Ori doesn't speak in noise, Ori speaks in signs. When you place coconut on the head, you're not doing something cute. You're telling your spirit, return to purity. When you pour cool water, you're not just cleansing. You are washing away the dust of the world that clings to your thoughts. When you lay cotton, you are wrapping the crown in gentleness, so your mind stops bleeding from pressure. When you mark with Ifun, you are drawing a boundary the unseen must respect. And when you seal with cocoa butter and white cloth, you are saying, my head is a temple, my destiny is protected, my vision is clear. This episode is not just about ingredients, it's about alchemy. Because the world heats your head with fear. It floods your mind with opinions. It tries to make your intuition doubt itself. But Rogacion, praising Ori, cools the crown. So the whisper of Ori becomes guidance again. So in this next series, we will decode each element, one by one, not just what it is, but what it does, symbolically, spiritually, and esoterically. And by the time we finish, you won't look at a white cloth the same. You won't touch your forehead the same. You won't pray the same. Because you will realize, the greatest altar was never outside of you. It has been on your head the whole time. Touch your brow with me, and whisper the vow that opens the gate, Mujugba Ori. Let's begin. In Lukumí Ifa spiritual language, coolness, tutu, is the state of balanced consciousness, calm mind, stable character, patience, emotional regulation, and clean perception. Heat is not just anger. It's ego pressure, impulsivity, pride, paranoia, anxiety, spiritual static. Feeding the head cools that heat so your Ori can become a clear receiver of guidance through the forces of ache. Here is the formula that feeds Ori decoded. First, the coconut. The coconut symbolizes purity, sweetness, protection, spiritual nourishment. Esoteric meaning, the coconut carries a sealed cleanliness, white inside, protected by a shell, so it represents protected purity and spiritual containment. On the head, coconut symbolizes cooling the crown, quieting mental noise, refreshing the Ori, restoring spiritual moisture after stress, sweetening perception, so you interpret life from clarity instead of reactivity. Think of coconut like spiritual milk for the mind, gentle, soothing, stabilizing. Next, the water. The water symbol is cleansing, memory, emotional balance, blessing flow. Esoteric meaning, water is the great carrier. It conducts prayer, intention, and spiritual frequency. It also represents fluidity, the ability to adapt without breaking. On the head, water symbolizes washing away spiritual dust, heavy thoughts, fear residue, outside influence, restoring emotional equilibrium, cooling anger, panic, grief spirals, reopening the flow between Ori and destiny, less resistance, more ashi. Water also hints at remembrance. It helps the Ori remember its covenant by calming the mind. Next is cotton. Cotton symbolizes innocence, gentleness, spiritual insulation. Esoteric meaning, cotton is soft, white, and absorbent, so it represents a mind that can absorb wisdom without violence. Cotton pads the crown, meaning it acts like spiritual insulation. It protects the head from harsh energies and mental impact. On the head, cotton symbolizes softening the ego, less rigid, less reactive, creating a buffer against negativity, gossip, and emotional contagion, inviting tender guidance instead of forced outcomes. Cotton's message is, your head doesn't need more pressure, it needs more peace. Next, cocoa butter. Cocoa butter symbolizes sealing, restoration, sweetness, smoothness of life esoteric meaning. Cocoa butter is rich, protective, and grounding. Esoterically, it anoints the head, like making the crown smooth so destiny can move without friction. On the head, cocoa butter symbolizes sealing the blessing so it stays with you, restoring what's been dried out by stress, conflict, or spiritual neglect, attracting gentle favor. Life feels less abrasive. If water cleanses, cocoa butter consecrates, it leaves a protective spiritual layer. Next is Efun, Cascarilla. Efun symbolizes purity, clarity, protection, Obatala's cool current in symbolic terms. Esoteric meaning, Efun is white light in powder form, used to mark, bless, and protect. It represents illumination and clear spiritual boundaries. On the head, Efun symbolizes clarifying the Ori, reducing confusion, sharpening discernment, placing protective markings against spiritual static and harmful influence. Efun invokes a cool-headed character, Iwa Pele energy, patience, restraint, dignity. Efun is like drawing a line between you and the chaos. My head is sacred. My mind is protected. What is the candle is doing overnight? When the ritual ends, you're in a tender state. Your Ori has been fed, cooled, and opened. Sleep is a liminal doorway. Your consciousness is less defended, more receptive. Symbolically, the candle is left to stand guard while your spirit settles into the blessing. Overnight, the candle functions as 1. A spiritual witness to the covenant. The flame holds the prayer in place. It's like keeping a sacred room lit so the vow doesn't disperse. The candle becomes the silent testimony that the rite was done, an anchor of intention. 2. A purifier and transmuter fire consumes. That's its nature. Esoterically, the candle is eating the remaining spiritual residue. The dust you washed off, the heat you cooled, the agitation you released. The flame transforms what was heavy into light. 3. A beacon for alignment. The head has been cooled, but the road still needs direction. The candle is like a small lighthouse, a steady signal that says, let Ori stabilize. Let the new frequency take root. Why it's placed on the floor next to the plate? Because of its symbolic logic, grounding, containment, and humility. Grounding. The floor is the realm of earth. Stability, weight, anchoring. Placing the working low helps pull the excess heat down and away from the head. It's an energetic descent. Mind calms, spirit settles, body rests. Containment. The plate holds the elements. The candle stands beside them like a sentinel. Together they form a contained field where the rite can complete its cycle without being disturbed. Humility and order. It's also a symbolic posture. The crown is elevated, but the remaining matter rests low. The blessing is honored. The residue is not carried around casually. Why we leave it until morning before disposing the remains? Because the rite has a life cycle. Feeding the head is not only the moment of application, there is also a period of integration. Overnight represents the settling time, when the cooled head and the prayer field are allowed to complete their work without interruption. Morning disposal symbolizes closure. The working is complete. Release, you don't cling to the residue. Clean boundaries, you don't keep spiritual leftovers hanging around. In esoteric terms, you're telling your Ori, we have received the medicine. Now we release what is no longer needed. So let's put it all together. The esoteric formula. Water cleanses the head, removes dust. Coconut refreshes and sweetens the Ori, nourishes. Cotton softens and buffers the mind, gentleness. Efun clarifies and protects, light and boundaries. Cocoa butter seals the blessing, stability. White cloth consecrates the crown, temple state. It cleans, cools, clarifies, protects, seals, consecrates, and integrates. And that's why, although the rite is marked by coolness, it closes with a candle. Because a cooled Ori becomes a clear receiver, and a clear receiver becomes a powerful vessel. So, the candle is the night watchman of the ritual. It keeps the road lit, while the blessing roots itself into your Ori. Now you see it. Feeding Ori is not just a ritual you do. It is a frequency you tune in, and that channel is your destiny. Coconut, water, cotton, cocoa butter, Efun. White cloth, the lit candle. They are not random items. They are keys. They are codes. They are spiritual technologies that cool the crown, so wisdom can settle, so the inner throne can govern again. And the real miracle is this. When the head is cooled, life becomes clearer. The road becomes simpler. The heart stops fighting the path, because Ori doesn't demand perfection. Ori demands alignment. So before you close this video, I want you to do one final act with me. Touch your forehead, right here. Pause, and say softly but with authority, Ori mi, I hear you. Ori mi, I honor you. Ori mi, lead me. May your mind be cooled. May your character be refined. May your steps be guided with ache. And may you walk your contract with dignity. If this series spoke to you, type Mo Ebo Ori in the comments. Or if you want the next breakdown of any element by element, share it in the comment. And subscribe if you haven't already to stay close as we remember our destiny together. Because we don't just worship the mystery, we become a vessel worthy of it. A Chato family, until next time, Oshun Oju Odu, signing out.